Hello everybody, Talonhawk here, and welcome to the Overwatch 2015 BlizzCon reveal video. A lot of stuff was revealed. I'm going to go into the meat and potatoes right off the bat, and if you'd like to know some more of the neater lore stuff that I've discovered, hang around. I'll get into some of that later in the video. And then anything interesting I find, I will put in the links in the description below. And at the end of the video, I also have links to the other games that were announced on BlizzCon 2015. You can go there and check out the World of Warcraft, Diablo, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone announcements, and all that good stuff. So first things first, one of the things they revealed was there's a new map called Hollywood. Seemed pretty cool. I haven't played the game. I had a virtual ticket, so I can't really comment too much about that. There's a few little neat things they threw in there. So we'll go right into the 3 new heroes that was announced. The first hero is D.va, which is right here. She is one of the tanky heroes. She's a pro video game player that came into this mech. And she basically has 2 life bars. Once the mech explodes, she gets out of it and runs around for a little bit. Then her ultimate will hit up, and then she can resummon her mech and get right back into it. And I also remember that her ultimate in her mech is that it blows up like a nuke, and it kills everything around it. I even in one video I saw it killed a Reinhardt. I don't know if it'd do it if his shield was up, but without a shield, it looks like it one-shots anything. So she seems really, really, really good. The second hero that was released is Mei. Mei is she's a hero, but she's like one that seems like she really doesn't want to fight too much. And she's kind of like a freeze mage, kind of in World of Warcraft or something like that. She has a gun. She focuses it on a hero. She fires it for a little while. She can freeze them solid. She can charge her gun up and fire a projectile, which does a pretty good amount of damage. And then I remember she has an ult where she has this orb that or something that flies with her, and it comes out and does a mass AoE freeze thing, and she can actually focus her gun and make the freeze go faster and last a little bit longer also. And then she can summon a ice wall. She's going to have a lot of like support mobility-ish specialist kind of features, it seems like. A lot of crowd control. And in a shooter game, being crowd control, I can imagine is really, really going to be strong. And the last hero that was released is Genji. Genji is, I guess, an assassin hero. Is that what they call him? A first-person shooter? I'm not sure. Damage dealer. He's a ranged hero. He throws shrinking. He has a straight line shrinking throw. He has a wide range throw, which I think throws like 3 sets of ninja stars. He has a defensive ability where he blocks incoming attacks, and wherever his mouse cursor is pointed, he actually redirects that attack to somebody else. So if you're really good, you can like deflect and headshot people and stuff like that, and all kinds of neat plays. Then for his heroic ability, he is able to take out his sword and do massive amounts of damage at melee range. Just totally annihilate people with his sword swipe. And I think it lasts for like 8 seconds. Then beyond that, he has like the same ability as Hanzo. He can run around, climb buildings, scale walls, and he has a double jump. And I think he's the only character in the game to have a double jump. So that even gives him even more mobility options than most of the other people. So for the big announcements, that's for the most part with when it comes to new releases on the heroes and the maps. BlizzCon did announce that this game is going to be available for purchase, and you can start your pre-orders now. I think you can go like to Amazon.com, GameStop, and you can go to BlizzBattle.net and pre-order it there also. Game's also going to be available on console, on Xbox, and the PS4. There's going to be different versions. You can just get the base version, or there's a new package that's going to come out, which is the Origin package, where you're going to have 5 backstories on certain heroes in Overwatch. These heroes being Soldier 76, which would be Strike Commander Morrison. You'll get his backstory. Bastion, and his backstory is Overgrown Bastion. Reaper, who is Blackwatch Rays, his backstory. Pharaoh, who's Security's Chief Pharaoh. And Tracer, who her backstory and her skin is Slipstream Creature. That's another thing with this Origin package. You also get these new skins that's going to come out with the heroes. So not only do you get new heroes, and you get backstories, and you get new skins. It's a really great package. And along with this Origin package, you're going to get some collectible goodies in the other game franchises. My biggest one that I'm most excited for is Heroes of Storm. You'll be able to get Tracer. In StarCraft, you will get 6 portraits. All of the 5 Origin heroes, plus Winston. I don't know if that's kind of an Easter egg or if they're saying something. I'm not sure. I know Winston and Tracer are really connected, so maybe it's because of the backstory. I don't know. But you do get 6. For Hearthstone, you'll have a Overwatch card back. And for Diablo 3, you will have Mercy Wings, which is kind of cool. Wings all over in Diablo 3. Why not? And beyond that, you can also get the Overwatch Collector's Edition. I haven't seen it anywhere yet, but I've looked. It may be out by now by the time you see this video. I'm sure it will be. The Collector's Edition is going to have everything that the Origin Editions have. Plus, you're going to have a Soldier 76 bronze statue. And it's going to have a big, thick book that, from what was mentioned, seems like it's going to be like a lot of backstory stuff on all the characters in the franchise. So if you're interested in the backstories, it's going to be a pretty nice purchase. And I think it's also going to come with a soundtrack CD and all that good stuff also. And the release is set for spring 2016, which will be on or before 6/21/16. So not that far away. So maybe they'll speed up the beta invites. That'll be nice. Hopefully. And for the big new announcements, that's the rest of them. I do have a few mentions that I want to make, that they made a lot of lore mentions in Overwatch. Not just lore mentions, but they had a lot of Easter eggs on these heroes that have been coming out in the game for a long time. I think they say, like in the arcade, there was a D.va poster that's been up. One of the maps had wanted posters for Roadhog and Junkrat. Is that what it is? I think so. So pay attention to the map. There's a lot of story and a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of reveals, and they've mentioned that there's still more in there. So that's something to keep an eye out for if you're wanting to know what might be coming in the future for Overwatch. They did say for the release in spring, it's going to be these 21 heroes. And they also made the comment that it's a good base package. So I'm going to take that there's going to be expansions. It's probably something you're going to have to purchase. But as far as everything right now, everything will be all inclusive in 2016 for what's currently here. So I'm not sure how many more expansions they're going to have and what it's going to cost. So time will tell, but I would expect that if you buy Overwatch and you want to have new characters, it's probably going to cost money. Let's see. One thing that a lot of people were asking about is if they were ever going to lock in heroes in a match or restrict it a little bit. And no, that was stated flat out. That is not the intent. They want it to stay flexible. They want the match to always change and evolve. And it does that by being able to select new heroes and do counterplays. That's the whole idea of this shooter game. That's what they want. So heroes will not ever be locked in. And then there are some other honorable mentions for those who watched the cinematic, which I imagine anybody watching this video has seen the opening cinematic. There was a mention of Doomfist and somebody else, I don't remember the name, and they said those are characters that haven't really been designed yet, and they're still working on a lot of the lore, so they don't really quite know which way everything's going to be going right now. And there was something else. I know there was. They announced that they're going to have animated shorts and comics coming out for Overwatch, which will be really fun. That's the whole kind of Easter egg, I guess, with the original release. It was kind of an animated short in itself. And they said they expect the animated shorts to be complete short stories all in of themselves, so it's not going to be like one leading into the other. That's not their intent. And all this is going to be done in Blizzard in-house, so it's going to be done and released on the Blizzard in-house time schedule, which revolves around quality, not around speed. And I believe that is... Oh, another thing they mentioned, somebody asked, does Blizzard exist in the Overwatch world? Since it kind of relates lore-wise with everything, there's been kind of a couple little things in there. And the answer to that was yes. And there's nothing official that's been stated, but they said that unofficially they have talked about a Blizneyland maybe existing or doing something like that, or maybe they won't get quite that detailed in comparison to something that it might sound like, but they want to be on the safe side and not get sued. But yeah, Blizzard definitely exists in Overwatch, so that's a thing. They also want to add in a lot more in-game character conversations to kind of add to the lore and add to the relationships between certain characters in game. Of the 21 heroes, not all of them were immediately related. They was pretty much said that it's more like there's time periods. There's like the first Overwatch was like 5 heroes or something like that started it, and it was just like a squad team called Overwatch, and everybody liked it. The nation liked it, and gets into like the golden age of Overwatch, where it got bigger and there was more people. Then something happened. Saying yet, but it's all going to fit into the lore, and it hasn't all been quite worked out. But I definitely, I only have the game, and I'm interested in the lore. So it's amazing. It's a really neat, unique world. And that looks like everything that I have for Overwatch. Like I said, if you want to learn more, if you get the game or see gameplay, maybe pay attention to the world around you and see if you can find some Easter eggs. If you're interested in any other BlizzCon 2015 reveals, click on one of the links around here. And like, subscribe, comment if you share this video, if you liked it. Ooh, man, I got the burps all of a sudden. And maybe leave a comment on what you guys are most excited about that came out of this year's BlizzCon. So until next time, I wish you guys all the best.